Welcome to another enriching session with Life Theory, where we peel back the layers of conventional wisdom to uncover the hidden truths of life. Today, we delve into a topic that affects us all, regardless of where we're from or what we do, our finances. Our lesson, 15 expenses to eliminate from your budget, will challenge your notions about money and expenditure, leading you on a journey of discovery about financial habits that could be holding you back. Prepare to question common practices, debunk financial myths, and uncover strategies that could transform your economic life. Are you ready to redefine your relationship with money? Buckle up, because this journey is about to get interesting. Number 1. Reducing reliance on cars for every trip. In our fast-paced world, convenience often trumps prudence. Cars, for example, have become such an integral part of our lives that we often overlook their hefty financial footprint. Between maintenance, insurance, fuel, and parking fees, the costs can quickly accumulate, creating a significant dent in our wallets. But what if there was a way to minimize this expense? Consider this: instead of automatically hopping into your car for every trip, could you walk, bike, or take public transportation? Not only would this reduce your expenditure on fuel, but it also promotes better health and contributes to a cleaner environment. Now, we understand that it might not be possible or practical to completely eliminate car usage, especially for those living in areas with limited public transportation. However, even small changes can make a significant difference. For instance, could you carpool with colleagues or neighbors, or consolidate your errands into fewer trips? You might be thinking, but public transport isn't free, and bikes aren't cheap. True, but when you compare the one-time cost of a bicycle or the occasional public transit fare to the continuous, never-ending expenses associated with car ownership, you may find that the savings are more substantial than you initially thought. Reducing our reliance on cars may require some changes to our daily routines, and like any change, it may feel inconvenient or uncomfortable at first. But, as with any financial decision, it's essential to look beyond the immediate inconvenience and focus on the long-term gains. Remember, every dollar saved is a dollar that can be invested in your future. As we journey further into this lesson, we'll explore more such strategies that can help us eliminate unnecessary expenses and work towards financial freedom. Stay tuned. Number 2. Avoiding overspending on inaccessible homes. Moving along, let's talk about another area where many of us are guilty of spending excessively: housing. There's no denying that a home is a significant investment, both financially and emotionally. However, when the allure of a picturesque house in a distant, inaccessible location tempts us, it's crucial to consider the financial implications. Often, these seemingly perfect homes come with a hidden price tag. The initial cost might seem like a steal, but when you factor in the additional expenses such as lengthy daily commutes, higher fuel costs, and the extra time spent away from loved ones, the bargain doesn't seem quite as attractive. Moreover, living in a location that's far from essential amenities such as grocery stores, hospitals, and schools can also lead to higher costs over time. Not to mention, it might also mean missing out on the conveniences and opportunities that come with living in a more populated area. You might be thinking, but I can't afford a house in the city, and that's a valid concern. However, it's important to remember that there are always options. Perhaps a smaller home or an apartment in a well-connected suburb would be a more financially prudent choice. Remember, it's not just about the price tag on the house, it's about the quality of life it provides. Making a decision about where to live isn't easy. It requires a balance of aspirations, practicality, and financial sense. However, by being mindful of the hidden costs associated with living in inaccessible locations, you can avoid unnecessary financial strain. As you journey towards financial freedom, remember that every decision, big or small, comes with its own set of financial implications. By being mindful and deliberate about these choices, you're not just saving money, you're investing in a future where financial stress does not dictate your life's choices. Number 3. Balancing frugality with wise investments. Stepping into our next subject, we delve into the interesting realm of financial balance. It's easy to think that being frugal means stashing every penny away and living a bare-bones lifestyle. However, at Life Theory, we believe that balance is key to financial success. It's not about denying yourself every luxury, but about understanding the difference between unnecessary expenses and wise investments. Being frugal can mean saying no to the latest phone model or the trendiest pair of shoes. It can mean choosing to cook at home rather than dining out, or opting for a quiet night in rather than an extravagant night out. But it's equally important to recognize that some investments can lead to significant long-term gains. For instance, investing in quality furniture can save you from the cost of frequent replacements. Spending a little extra on healthier food can save you from potential health problems and medical bills down the line. Paying for a gym membership can be a great investment in your physical and mental health. And of course, investing money in a diverse portfolio can secure your future and help you achieve financial independence. The key is to understand the difference between spending and investing. Spending money gives you momentary happiness, a fleeting pleasure that fades almost as soon as it arrives. But investing gives you something much more substantial. It gives you a return, a reward that extends far beyond the initial outlay. As we move forward in our journey towards financial freedom, let's remember to strike a balance. It's okay to spend money on things that bring us joy and add value to our lives. But it's equally important to make wise investments, the ones that promise a brighter, more secure future. Number 4. Rethinking timeshare holiday programs. Let's venture into a rather controversial subject in the world of personal finance: timeshare holiday programs. Often marketed as a cost-effective way to enjoy luxurious vacations, these schemes can be a serious drain on your budget, and may not offer the value they seem to promise. Timeshares are typically sold as a dream vacation concept. You're presented with an enticing offer to own a piece of a resort or a vacation property for a certain period every year. The idea is tempting, indeed. Who wouldn't want to secure a week or two in a plush resort in a dream destination, year after year? However, the reality may not be as rosy. Owning a timeshare often comes with hefty annual maintenance fees, regardless of whether you use the property or not. Plus, the inflexibility of the system can be a problem. If your schedule changes or if you wish to visit a different destination, your timeshare may become more of a burden than a benefit. Moreover, timeshares can be notoriously difficult to sell. The market is often saturated with owners looking to offload their timeshares, and the value of a timeshare can depreciate quickly. That's not to say timeshares can't work for some people. If you have a preferred vacation spot and you enjoy returning year after year, a timeshare could potentially be a good fit. But for many people, the cost, the inflexibility, and the potential difficulty in selling make timeshares a questionable investment. Perhaps it's time to rethink this aspect of your budget. Could those funds be better used elsewhere? Maybe towards a vacation that offers you the freedom to explore new places, or even invested in a way that brings long-term returns. As we journey further into the realm of budget-conscious living, we'll continue to uncover more areas where potential savings could be hiding. Let's move on to the next. Number 5. Avoiding expensive package deals. Next up, we're exploring the world of expensive package deals. These can range from all-inclusive vacations to bundled cable and internet services, and they often seem like an irresistible bargain. But are they truly worth it? When we delve into the details, the answer might surprise you. Expensive package deals often come wrapped in the attractive guise of convenience. The idea of a one-stop solution that meets all your needs can be incredibly tempting. However, the real question is whether you're actually using all the components of these packages, and if they're worth the premium you're paying. For instance, consider an all-inclusive vacation package. While it may seem like a stress-free way to travel, you could end up paying for services and amenities that you don't use. Not a big drinker. The unlimited cocktails at the resort won't be of much value to you. Prefer exploring local restaurants? The all-you-can-eat buffet loses its appeal. The same principle applies to bundled home services. Many of us have been sold on a package that includes TV, internet, and a landline. But with the rise of streaming services and mobile phones, do we really need hundreds of cable channels and a home phone? Break down the package and consider the cost and utility of each component. Often, you'll find you can tailor your choices to better suit your needs and save money in the process. Remember, convenience is delightful, but it should not be overpriced. By avoiding expensive package deals, you can ensure that every dollar you spend is delivering the value you expect. As we continue to delve into budgeting strategies, we're learning that small tweaks can lead to substantial savings. Ready for the next point? Let's delve in. Number 6. Prioritizing authenticity over impressing others. Now, let's shift our focus inward and talk about a crucial aspect of spending that often goes unnoticed: the drive to impress others. In our society, it's not uncommon to feel a sense of pressure to keep up with the latest trends or maintain a certain lifestyle, even if it's beyond our means. But is it worth it? The answer is quite simple: no. One of the most liberating things you can do for your finances and your peace of mind is to stop comparing yourself to others. It's easy to look at your neighbor's new car or your friend's lavish vacation photos on social media and feel a pang of envy. However, remember that what you're seeing is just a snapshot, not the whole picture. Everyone has different financial situations and priorities. Maybe your friend can afford that luxury vacation because they don't have kids to support, or perhaps your neighbor's flashy car came with a hefty loan that they're struggling to pay off. The point is, you don't know what's happening behind the scenes, and it's not beneficial to base your spending habits on someone else's lifestyle. Instead, focus on what brings you genuine happiness and aligns with your financial goals. If that means skipping the expensive designer handbag in favor of funding your dream business, that's fantastic. If it means choosing a staycation over a pricey holiday so you can save for a house, that's great too. Living authentically means making choices that reflect your values and financial reality, not someone else's. It might not be as glamorous as what you see on Instagram, but the financial freedom and peace of mind it brings are worth far more. In the end, the most important person you should be trying to impress is yourself. So, are you ready to dive into the next financial strategy? Let's go. Number 7. Steer clear of MLM schemes. Let's move on to a topic that, unfortunately, far too many people fall victim to: multi-level marketing schemes. These so-called business opportunities are often presented as a way to achieve financial independence or even wealth, but the reality is quite different. MLMs work by recruiting individuals to sell products or services, who in turn recruit others. The structure creates a pyramid, with each new level of recruits contributing profit to the levels above. Sounds simple enough, right? Well, the problem with this business model is that it's inherently flawed and often leads to financial loss for those at the bottom. The majority of MLM participants make little to no profit, and many end up losing money. This is because MLMs often require upfront investment in inventory, marketing materials, or training, with the promise of future profits that seldom materialize. Moreover, MLMs often rely heavily on recruitment rather than product sales, which can make it difficult to generate a sustainable income. As the market becomes saturated, new recruits struggle to make sales or recruit others, leading to a cycle of financial loss. What's more, MLMs can also strain personal relationships, as participants are often encouraged to sell to or recruit from their personal networks. This can create awkward dynamics and even damage relationships in the long run. Instead of getting caught up in these schemes, focus on more reliable methods of income generation. This could mean investing in your education, starting a small business, or learning a new skill that can lead to better job opportunities. Remember, if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Always do your research and be wary of get-rich-quick schemes. Financial stability and wealth take time to build, but with persistence and smart strategies, you can get there. Let's move forward to our next strategy, shall we? Number 8. Evaluating free opportunities instead of paying for casting calls. The entertainment industry can be a hard nut to crack, and while it may seem tempting to pay for casting calls to get that big break, it can often be an unnecessary expense. Casting calls are essentially auditions where actors, models, and other talent are evaluated for roles in films, TV shows, commercials, and more. However, paying to be seen can sometimes do more harm than good. Firstly, legitimate casting directors and producers rarely, if ever, charge for auditions. Their job is to find the right talent for a specific role, and they are typically paid by the production company, not the talent. If a casting call requires payment, it's a red flag that it may not be legitimate. Secondly, paying for casting calls can create an unhealthy dynamic. It can give the illusion that you're buying your way into an opportunity, which can create a sense of entitlement and foster unrealistic expectations. It's important to remember that talent, hard work, and perseverance are the real keys to success in the entertainment industry. Instead of paying for casting calls, consider seeking out free opportunities. Many casting calls are announced publicly and are open to anyone who fits the role's description. These can be found on legitimate industry websites, social media, and through talent agencies. Additionally, consider networking with industry professionals and joining acting or modeling workshops where casting directors may scout for talent. Investing in improving your skills can be much more beneficial in the long run. Lastly, remember that rejection is part of the process. It doesn't necessarily reflect your talent or potential. Instead of seeing it as a setback, see it as an opportunity to grow and improve. The path to success in the entertainment industry can be long and winding, but with patience, resilience, and smart decisions, you can navigate it successfully. Number 9. Efficiently managing water and electricity usage. In a world where resources are becoming increasingly scarce, the importance of managing water and electricity usage cannot be overstated. Not only is this vital for the sustainability of our planet, but it can also have a significant impact on your budget. The money saved from efficient utility usage can be redirected towards more constructive aspects of your financial life. Let's start with water. It's easy to forget that every drop we use costs money. Small changes can make a big difference. For instance, fixing leaky faucets promptly can save gallons of water each day. Opting for a quick shower instead of a long bath, and using a dishwasher only when it's full are other practical steps. Collecting rainwater for gardening purposes, if it's legal in your area, is another great way to save. When it comes to electricity, there's room for efficiency too. Unplugging electronics when they're not in use is a simple but effective step. Many devices consume power even when they are switched off but still plugged in, a phenomenon known as phantom load or vampire power. Making a habit of switching off lights when leaving a room and using energy-efficient appliances can lead to substantial savings over time. Investing in renewable energy sources like solar panels might have a higher upfront cost, but the long-term benefits are immense. Not only will you save on your electricity bills, but you may also qualify for tax benefits or rebates. While managing your water and electricity usage requires a little effort and mindfulness, the benefits are worth it. Not only will you be contributing to the sustainability of our planet, but you'll also be making a positive impact on your budget. Number 10. Embracing value rather than being cheap. As we navigate the sea of financial responsibility, it's easy to confuse being cheap with understanding the value. But there's a significant difference between the two that can greatly impact our financial health and overall life quality. Being cheap means seeking the lowest cost irrespective of quality. Understanding and embracing value, on the other hand, involves seeking the best return on your investment, even if it means paying a bit more upfront. Take a pair of shoes, for example. A cheap person might buy the least expensive pair they can find, regardless of quality or comfort. But a pair of low-quality shoes could wear out quickly, and buying replacements often could lead to higher costs over time. In contrast, a person who understands value might spend more on a well-made, comfortable pair of shoes that will last for years, ultimately saving money in the long run. This principle applies to many areas of life. When it comes to grocery shopping, buying the cheapest items might save you money in the short term, but if they are of low nutritional value, the cost to your health over time could far outweigh the initial savings. Investing in quality, nutritious food can lead to better health and lower healthcare costs in the future. Embracing value also extends to experiences. A cheap person might avoid going out or traveling to save money, missing out on the enriching experiences that these activities can bring. Someone who values experiences might choose to budget for these things, recognizing the value they bring to their life. Being cheap focuses on the short term, often at the expense of the long term, while embracing value looks at the bigger picture, considering both immediate cost and long-term benefits. As we move forward in our financial journey, it's important to understand this difference and make decisions that provide the best value, not just the cheapest price. Number 11. Reconsidering mentorship opportunities. As we journey through life, seeking to better ourselves and achieve our goals, mentorship often emerges as a valuable tool. It's an opportunity to learn from someone who has walked the path we're embarking on, who has stumbled, overcome obstacles, and ultimately triumphed. But as crucial as mentorship is, it's also an area where we need to exercise discernment, especially when it involves financial considerations. Today, there is a growing trend of paid mentorship opportunities, where experienced individuals or companies offer their guidance and insights for a fee. While some of these offerings might be genuine and provide real value, others could be disguised business ventures, where the primary goal is to profit from those seeking guidance, rather than truly helping them grow and succeed. Before deciding to invest in a paid mentorship opportunity, it's essential to weigh the potential benefits against the costs. Ask yourself if the price aligns with the value you expect to receive. Are you guaranteed one-on-one time with the mentor, or will you be one of many in a crowd? Are there cheaper or even free alternatives that could provide similar benefits? For example, many successful individuals share their insights and experiences through books, podcasts, blogs, and even social media. These can often be accessed for a fraction of the cost, or even free. Consider seeking mentorship within your existing network. Often, people are more than willing to share their wisdom and experiences if you just ask. This could be a former teacher, a more experienced colleague, or even a family member. Mentorship is a vital tool for growth and success, but it's essential to scrutinize any potential mentorship opportunity and consider all available options before making a financial commitment. Now, let's move on to our next point. Number 12. Avoiding investments in things you don't understand. As we continue our exploration of financial pitfalls to avoid, let's focus on a common mistake: investing in things we don't fully understand. It's a seductive trap, lured by the promise of quick returns or the fear of missing out on the next big thing. But this approach to investing is akin to playing a high-stakes game blindfolded. Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors in history, famously advises that you should never invest in a business you cannot understand. While he was referring to stock market investments, this wisdom applies to any financial commitment you make. It might be cryptocurrency, a startup company, real estate, or even a mutual fund. If you don't understand how it works or how it generates returns, you're setting yourself up for potential failure. Investing in something you don't understand means you're unable to make informed decisions. You won't know when it's time to sell or when it's worth holding on despite market fluctuations. You'll be at the mercy of trends and opinions rather than relying on your understanding of the investment. Moreover, lack of understanding often goes hand in hand with lack of control. If you don't understand your investment, it's much harder to influence its outcome. This puts you at a significant disadvantage, especially if problems arise. The solution: invest time before you invest money. Learn about the investment, understand how it works, and get comfortable with the risks involved. If it seems too complicated, it might be best to avoid it. Remember, there are always other investment opportunities out there, ones that you can understand and feel confident in. So, the next time you're tempted to jump on an investment bandwagon, take a step back, do your homework, and make sure you understand exactly what you're getting into. Up next, we'll explore another financial pitfall to steer clear from. Number 13. Smart shopping instead of bulk fresh food buying. Welcome back, life theory enthusiasts. Today, we'll be touching on another aspect of financial wellness: smart shopping versus bulk buying of fresh food. While buying in bulk can seem like a smart move to save money, it can often lead to waste, particularly when it comes to fresh food. The idea of having a well-stocked fridge can be comforting. We imagine ourselves preparing healthy, home-cooked meals every day. It feels like we're taking control of our nutrition and finances. However, reality often plays out differently. Busy schedules get in the way, plans change, and before we know it, the fresh food we bought ends up in the trash, uneaten. The truth is, fresh food has a limited shelf life. Vegetables wilt, fruits become overripe, and meat spoils. Unless we're meticulous about planning and cooking our meals, bulk buying fresh food often leads to waste, both of food and money. The alternative is smart shopping. It involves planning your meals ahead, making a shopping list, and only buying what you need for the next few days. This reduces food waste and ensures you're only spending money on what you'll actually consume. Moreover, smart shopping encourages a more varied diet. Instead of trying to eat your way through a bulk purchase of one type of vegetable or fruit, you can buy smaller quantities of different produce, leading to a more varied and balanced diet. Smart shopping also means being strategic about when to buy fresh versus frozen or canned. Some items, like berries or seafood, can be bought frozen without significant loss of quality or nutritional value. They can be stored longer and used as needed. In our journey towards financial wellness, every little saving helps. And often, those savings come from being mindful and intentional in our daily habits. Number 14. Focusing on memorable experiences, not material things. In a society driven by consumerism and materialism, it's easy to fall into the trap of equating possessions with happiness. However, research and lived experiences tell us that lasting joy comes not from the things we own, but the experiences we have and the memories we create. People who focus on acquiring things often find themselves on a never-ending treadmill. The satisfaction derived from a new purchase is fleeting, and soon, they find themselves longing for the next shiny thing. This not only drains their financial resources but also leads to a cluttered life, both physically and mentally. On the other hand, investing in experiences like travel, learning a new skill, or spending quality time with loved ones brings more lasting happiness. These experiences help us grow as individuals, broaden our perspectives, and create meaningful memories. Moreover, they are not easily replicable or replaceable, making them all the more valuable. It's also important to note that focusing on experiences doesn't necessarily mean spending extravagantly. Many of the most memorable experiences are low-cost or even free. A picnic in the park, a hike in the woods, a game night with friends, these are all experiences that enrich our lives without depleting our bank accounts. What we'll remember and cherish are not the things we had but the experiences we lived. So the next time you're tempted to make a frivolous purchase, consider whether that money could be better spent on a memorable experience. Number 15. Questionable business coaching programs. These programs often charge a high fee for access to generic business advice that could easily be found for free or at a lower cost elsewhere. They lure potential customers with catchy phrases like "earn six figures in 6 months" or "be your own boss," playing on people's desires for financial independence and control over their lives. The coaches often position themselves as successful entrepreneurs who've cracked the code of business success. However, in many cases, their main source of income is not a thriving business but the coaching program itself. Their success narrative is carefully crafted to sell the program, not necessarily based on actual business acumen or experience. Participants often find themselves stuck in a cycle of buying more and more expensive advanced or premium courses, hoping the next one will finally hold the key to success. In reality, business success comes from a combination of knowledge, skills, hard work, and a fair bit of luck. No coaching program can guarantee success. Aspiring entrepreneurs should be wary of these programs. Instead, consider investing in formal education, reading widely, seeking mentorship from experienced entrepreneurs, and gaining practical experience. True growth comes from understanding your own strengths and weaknesses, learning from your mistakes, and gradually building your business acumen. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Always do your research before investing in any business coaching program. As we wrap up our discussion on expenses to eliminate from your budget, let's reflect on the importance of thoughtful spending in our journey towards financial wellness. Remember, the goal isn't just to save pennies, but to cultivate a lifestyle that values experiences over possessions, wisdom over ostentation, and authenticity over pretense. We hope you've gained valuable insights from this session and feel inspired to make meaningful changes to your financial practices. As you take steps towards these changes, remember that the path to financial wisdom isn't a sprint, but a marathon, requiring patience, persistence, and commitment. We at Life Theory are grateful to have shared this journey with you, and we encourage you to share these insights with others, spreading the seeds of financial wisdom. Remember, when one rises, we all rise. So, until our next session, keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep on rising. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to our next journey together. Just one last thing, explorers of the Life Theory universe. You can show us some love with a click on that like button and hit subscribe to journey further. Every click counts and helps us deliver more exciting revelations.